The fourth question, what is it that sentient beings are made such that they can feel pain, emotions, and all the things that make them suffer? Where did the notion of desire come from? I'd like to answer the last question. There's two questions. Where did the notion of desire come from? I've just mentioned it. Where did desire come from? From your own mind. It does not come from an external source. Desires originates from your mind. Don't blame the object. Blame yourself. Sort of if there was a gentleman who saw, say, a beautiful lady. There's two gentlemen. They have different mind. One look at a beautiful lady, they would generate a lot of thinking. The other, he doesn't attach. So don't blame that lady for her beauty. Nothing to do with your desires. You generate that desire in your mind. Don't blame the object. You have to blame your own mind. It originates from your mind. Why is it that sentient beings are made such they can feel emotions? You believe that sentient beings are created by a creator? You still believe there's a God who created you? You see, sentient beings are made. You mean you are being made? You're being created? Sure, in this life you're created through the means of your mom and dad. Without your mom and dad, you will never be created. If we get into biological, it's the fusion of the sperm and the metazoa together. It's the fusion that, boom, that comes you. But you're just looking at the problem, you dissect the problem and look at the middle, the means. Nobody create you. You create your own karma. You create your own world through what you have done in the past, through what you are doing now. What you have done in the past, you get it now. What you are doing now could affect your future. So watch your thought, watch your action, watch your speech. From now on, you know simultaneous causality. You know every thought that you have must be benevolent. Every thought you have must be compassionate. Every thought you have must be righteous. Every thought you have must be what? Endurances, diligent, all the good facts in it, all the good causes in it. Only cultivate good causes. Don't cultivate bad causes. Don't cultivate egoistic causes. If you're always cultivating good causes, your future will be bright, because all these good effects will come back to you. Let me give you an example. Your brothers and sisters at home. You're always fighting your brothers and sisters. From tomorrow on, or from today on, you give them kindness. You forgive them for what you have done. You build up intimate, good relationship with them. You forgive all that they have done, the bad things they've done to you, you forgive them. You start to be good to them. Everything will change because you render yourself and render yourself for the compassion, to give compassion to your brothers and sisters. And it will bounce back to you. You love them and they love you. Forgiveness. So you start to change yourself by cultivating good causes. If from now on, if you're only taking that course in the middle of the term, from now on you put in all your efforts in that course. I don't know, is it Buddhism 100 or Buddhism 120? I don't know. What kind of course is that?
Buddhism 300.
Wow, there's a high level.
331 is a history of Buddhism from India to China.
Oh, I see. It's a history of Buddhism. There's a high level 300 course. From now on, if you put all your concentration in that course, you'll be doing a good job. You get an A. Are you a tough marker, Professor? You're not tough marker, I guess.
I'm fair.
Oh, fair. That's good. That's good. As long as since you've got a fair professor, as long as you put in all the efforts, learn the course. You put in good courses, you put in all your efforts into it, you'll get good results. I can't guarantee you an A, but every course has an effect. You put in all your time, all your efforts, do your project conscientiously, you get a good result. That's for sure. Causality. So, I have answered these questions, and thank you for coming today, unless you have no more further questions, right? So, I hope that if this is your first time to come to the temple, Buddhism is not just a religion, it's more than just a religion. It is a religion, then it isn't a religion. It is philosophy, but then it isn't philosophy. Because philosophy changes. Sometimes certain philosophical thinking can be regarded as wrong, and then they re-changed it. So, but that's another area of research that we could get into. What is Buddhism? It is just a name. Well, we can research, we can talk more into it later. But that's all for today. Thank you for coming, and wish you the good fortune and prosperity and longevity, and hoping that all your future will be geared towards the purity of mind, and we all should watch our moral conduct, raise the moral morality level, only cultivate good causes. Good cause leads to good effect. Always concentrate in giving out. Giving is more blissful than receiving. Charity, endurances, observing of precepts, diligence, building of wisdom, meditation, mind control. All this is geared towards a good life. A life that you can enjoy happiness. A life that will be stronger for you in the midst of all these sufferings. A life that will also elevate you to help more people to be away from suffering. So a Bodhisattva does not only help himself. A Bodhisattva is all rendering out, only giving.